Okay, so what does all this stuff about me have to do with Judith and her family rumors and all that kind of stuff? Like what am I talking about? You know, like what's my point? What is all of this about? Okay. Judith was allegedly dating older men, right? Like those were her family rumors. Well, my biological father was 25 years older than my biological mother. And so you see the similarities? Like Judith's life and my biological mother's life, like you see the parallels? All right, you probably figured this out already. I mean, there's no big secret or anything and no big surprise. Judith was my biological mother. Like, they're the same person, okay? She was pregnant with me. Like, I was what caused all this madness. Like, I was that pregnancy. I mean, that little 10-year-old girl that I've been talking about, Judith, she was my mother. I mean, she wasn't 10 when she had me, obviously, when all this happened, but I'm just saying, Judith was my mother. Or at least my biological mother, which is a lot different than my mother as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? You see, now I'm like rambling again, and this is a thing about me. And I think about a lot of adoptees and a lot of people who came out of foster care because, you see, sometimes it's just hard for me to like get to any kind of specific point of anything. Like, I don't know. I guess because I feel like there's just so much that I don't know about my life and me and in general, and so I just find myself filled with all these questions all the time and sometimes rambling, and not being able to get to any kind of specific point. I guess because I feel like sometimes maybe my opinions aren't all that valid. I do feel like that sometimes. I have to admit that. It's like, I feel like, what do I really know about anything if I don't even know anything about me? Maybe that doesn't make any kind of sense to you or whatever, but I do feel like that, sometimes. Or maybe a lot of it. I mean, I struggle with that is what I'm saying. Like that kind of insecurity can like bleed into other parts of my life too, and it has. Like, for example, and now I'm going to get really personal with you. All right, so for example, okay, if I tell you something, right? Like if I say something to you and you don't believe me, like if you question whether or not I'm telling you the truth, like even if it's a little stupid little thing, like even if it's not even all that important, if you do something like that to me, that shit really fucking hurts me. It makes me feel like, you don't trust me. Like, it makes me feel like you don't even see me. Like my words don't carry any kind of weight with you at all. Like, it makes me feel like you don't think I know anything. Like you think I'm stupid. That's how it feels to me, and I'm not fucking stupid, obviously. And so maybe that just seems kind of over the top to you, or weird, or crazy, or whatever. But that is how I feel. And I'm constantly working on that. You know what I mean? Like trying to really recognize those kind of situations in my life, because first of all, obviously that can like screw up relationships for me, for real. Like, obviously. I mean, it's like I'm placing blame on somebody for something that they have no idea what it's even about, like what's going on. Like, it's like I'm projecting, and I know this, but it's real, and it happens, and it hurts me, like for real. Like that shit just fucking shuts me down, And I'm sure it's caused me to hurt other people too. Actually, I know that because I've been told that. I mean, it's like, I think people feel like I've gaslighted them or something, like just out of the blue, for a reason that they don't even know about. I get really quiet and all inside of myself and kind of insular, and I get kind of impenetrable, to be honest with you. I mean, it's fucked up, it's like really, it's destructive, it's just fucking stupid. And it's taken me a long time to figure out why I felt that way so often, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I was like a fucking bulldozer. Like, get out of my way because I am about to fuck up your heart. You know, and mess up your head too, probably. And, you know, and how can anybody even know what's going on? Like, when I act like that and when I do that, like, and I don't want to be that person. Like, who wants to be that kind of person? Like, I don't, but I don't know. I guess, you know, life can do stuff like that to you. And so, do I wish I could go back and fix some of that stuff? I do. You know, to make amends to some people, you know. But, you know, I mean, I've spoken to some people. I can't. It just doesn't, you can't go back. You know what I mean? Generally. So, but anyway, that's why I think it's really important to know about where you came from and who you are and what you are and things like that, because you can avoid, you know, a lot of hurtful things, a lot of destructive things. But life just keeps moving, you know? That's it.